Hi guys, welcome to part 3 of Love Your Muzzle. We are, just to kind of review and recap, the steps that we've gone through so far with our muzzles have been step 1. We are getting them to engage with the muzzle however they'd like to. So whether that is starting with them looking at the muzzle, touching the muzzle, nudging the muzzle, smelling the muzzle, any sort of engagement is level 1. Once we start to mark and reinforce that engaging with the muzzle, then typically, depending on the value of your treat, so if you have a high enough value of treat, your dog will start to offer a range of behaviors. And what usually will happen is one of those behaviors will involve putting that nose just barely at the end of the muzzle. And then once they start doing that, then that becomes your criteria. So then that's what we're accepting to reward. All of the other smelling and touching and doing all of the other things with the muzzle, we can still praise them for that, but then we are raising the bar just a little bit. So we're asking them to put that nose in the muzzle. And then as they excitedly start to do this with enthusiasm, they should stick their nose further and further in the muzzle. And so step 1, engaging with the muzzle in whatever way they offer. Step 2, nose in the muzzle. If you need to, you can feed a few treats through the muzzle. You just want to try to only do that a few times in a row and then allow them to make that choice on their own so that we can phase out that lure pretty quickly and bring it in afterwards as a reward. That way it doesn't continue to stay a lure and possibly become a bribe. So after we've done that, after they're putting their nose in consistently, then we move to step 3, which is duration. So we add in the duration, and these are the things that we've done so far. And then on our last video that we did, we started to do some strap movement. So once the dog is holding their nose in the muzzle for a few seconds at a time, then we start to move the strap. One strap over, treat. One strap over, treat. So taking it nice and slow at whatever your dog's pace is. If at any time they pull their nose out of the muzzle, we're gonna pause and allow them to let us know when they're ready to continue. So this should be something that moves at each individual dog's pace so that they are nice and excited and loving this whole process. So the next step that we're going to get to today is we've started to clip the muzzle. So once we are clipping the muzzle, it should be clip the muzzle, treat, 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 unclip the muzzle, treat. Clip the muzzle, treat, 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 unclip the muzzle, treat. So that's what we'll be showing you now. And as we start to do treating through the muzzle while the dog is wearing the muzzle, we want to make sure that we are making it really easy for them to get the food items. So one of the ways to do that is making sure that we can feed the treats quickly without them getting frustrated. So usually what I do is with the dog's nose in the muzzle, I will cup the bottom of the muzzle here, and then I treat through this bottom hole here. So some people will try to feed through these different ones, but the dog has a better grip of it if you feed them through this bottom part here. So hold the muzzle so that they're not moving their head around to try to get that treat, and then pop the muzzle through there. You could pop the treat through there, not the muzzle. And then you could also go the route of licky treats. So this can be really easy for dogs to get to eat out of the muzzle. We want to make sure again that we're making it really easy for them so they don't get frustrated and want to try to get the muzzle off. So this is one of the things that I would recommend to feed through the muzzle. This is like a reusable, you puree some stuff up. You could do some wet food and puree it and pop it in there. And then it zip-locks closed. These are reusable, washable, and then you can just easily squeeze a little bit into the muzzle at a time as their reward, and that can be a little bit easier for dogs to get to. So those are just some of the options, and now I'm gonna get to work with Isis. Isis, come here. Good. Nice job. Nice job. Very good. You can also, if your dog is having a difficult time with you strapping, you can take off the forehead strap and just work with these other clips to start off with. Nice job. So I clip the muzzle, I treat really quick, a few treats. Yeah, good. I unclip the muzzle. Nice job. I treat again. Good. I'm gonna toss one away. Go get it. sorry, dude. Good job. Stay. Nice job. Good job. Stay. Right here. Right here. Good. Good. Here. Come. I know. Okay. Nice job. Good job. Muzzle. Yes, good job. Muzzle. Yep, good job. Yep, good job. Muzzle. Good. Yep, good job. Good job. So you could see a little bit throughout the video that Isis was getting a little bit upset when I would take too long to unclip the muzzle, or the muzzle was on a little bit too long. I was actually struggling. This new Baskerville muzzle has a lock here. So there were a couple of times that I accidentally, somehow it locked on its own. And so I couldn't unbuckle it as quickly as I would have liked to. So it stayed on a little bit longer, and you could tell she was getting a little bit antsy. So I shifted back and forth between having the muzzle on and treating her with it buckled to just doing quick ins and outs of the muzzle, so that she stayed encouraged about the muzzling process, and she wasn't getting too frustrated. And she stayed there the whole time. So even though she had a little bit of a difficult time, she still was able to put her nose right back in the muzzle and stayed engaged in this muzzling game throughout this process today. So I ended it on a high note, something super easy that I knew she could get right, which was just putting her nose in the muzzle and putting the buckle over, and that was it. So really nice job. And then we will do some stuff next time on moving a little bit with the muzzle on for a little bit longer of a duration. Okay, so once we are at a place where our dog is keeping their nose in the muzzle, they're comfortable with us doing the straps on and taking it off, we want to start to ask them to do short little movements, little bursts of movements. Because one thing that gets really frustrating for a dog in a muzzle is when that muzzle gets right in their line of sight from moving around, or they touch their nose to something, the muzzle hits them in a way that makes them uncomfortable, and then they want it off, right? So we want to try to keep them focused on other things, and also try to do movements at first where that muzzle is not going to move around a whole lot. So I'm going to start with just like short little training sessions doing easy things like making eye contact with me, things like sitting, laying down, standing, stuff like that. That's not going to cause a whole lot of frustration from them, but in little short segments with breaks in between, okay? We also have higher value foods today. We have the hot dog, because this is a difficult ask, right? So the more difficult the behavior we're asking them to do, to wear a muzzle for an extended period of time, we want to make sure we're really paying them for that behavior. So we've got some cut up hot dog today, which is her favorite. So that's what we're using today. Ready? Muzzle. Yep. Good job. Starting off nice and easy. Good job. Muzzle. Just gonna wait for her to make a better choice. She's real excited. Muzzle. Come on. Good. Hold. Yep. Good job. Nice job. Very good. Very good. Really good. Yeah. Here. Good. Sit. Yep. Good job. Good job. Very good. Very good. Very good. Nice. Good. Good. Muzzle. Yep. Good job. Muzzle. Hold. Go get it. Muzzle. Hold. Hold. Muzzle. Good job. Nice job. You can do it. Muzzle. Good. Hold. Yeah. Good job. Very nice job. Yep. Good job. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Oh, that's a good job. Yeah. Excellent job. Nice job. Good. Here. Good job. Good job. Yeah. Excellent job. And that's a good girl. Sit. Yes. Good job. Very good job. Nice.